Hey guys, this is a disclaimer. I am not a professional chef. I'm just in the kitchen making a few meals. And today I'll be making steamed pak choi. The ingredients I'll be using: onion, scallion or green onions. I'm going to be using a carrot, tomatoes, thyme, and that's basically it. So I always start by washing off my pak choi. You have to rinse it off, and I even do a double wash. And this double wash, it definitely allows you to get all the dirt off. Sometimes you may even find insects in the pak choi, and that's pretty normal because it's coming from the ground. Hello. So just ensure to get those off and yeah, pre-washed for your second wash. Those, little bad looking parts, I try to remove them instead of wasting time cutting them up along with the fresh pak choi part. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just clearing up as I go. Chopping time. So I would like my pak choi to be chopped in uniformity because why not? It looks more presentable, it looks more clean, it looks like okay, I actually wanted to cook pak choi, so why not just cut them up in an organized fashion? I don't know, maybe I'm OCD. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically cutting them like half an inch each in each piece, so yeah, they look a bit more uniform that way in my opinion. But nothing's wrong if you want to tear them apart. Be my guest. As long as the taste and the flavoring is on point, then you really have nothing to worry about. So once I'm done chopping my pak choi, I am going to be throwing in a little bit of white distilled vinegar, and that's to get off all of the extra dirt, and I just leave it one side soaking. So here I'm chopping up my scallion or green onion. Some of you may call it green onions, that's fine. We in Jamaica, we call it scallion, okay? My thyme. Only thing I do with my thyme, I just rinse it off and I cut off the buds at the end. My carrot. I could not find I don't know what you call it, the thing to get off the extra thing off the skin in the carrot. So I just did it old fashioned style. I used a knife and I scraped it off, and it worked pretty well. You just have to be careful because the knife is sharp and it may cut you. So I'm cutting my carrots up in dice size. It's cutting up my tomatoes at a decent size. It's like a quarter of a mid-size. Again, taking off anything that doesn't look right. Like a little piece of the tomato had a little spot on it, so I just removed that. No biggie. And then I continue chopping up. For my onions, I like to slice my onions that way because, I don't know. I guess that's how I taught myself how to cut up onions. My garlics now, I'll be using a few cloves of garlic. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, and I remove the skin and any other weird looking parts, and I cut it up. Literally, these are ingredients you can definitely find around your home or around your kitchen rather, because you just want to do something quick, and this is one of the quickest pots ever. So I've already put my pot on the stove. I'm using a little butter just to start. I always throw in my thyme first because it gives a very nice flavoring, and then I add in the rest of my seasoning and I'll stir it in the pot. After which, I'm adding my freshly chopped Pak Choi to the pot. I'm draining off any excess water that might have not been, discarded, and that's fine. Just put it one side and then I'll stir. Ensure to make all those ingredients just stir in and mix well with the pak choi, and then it will give it such a nice color too. So some of the ingredients, for example the tomato, it's mostly used for color. You just want to add a few coloring to the pot. Some people use pepper, but this is also a kid-friendly pot, so I usually just omit the pepper from it, and it works out pretty fine because the rest of seasoning, it adds a very nice flavoring to it. So my intervals for checking the pot is around every 3 to 5 minutes, just to ensure that everything is steaming down nicely, and also to ensure that the carrots are cooked, because carrots in this case it would take the longest to cook because it is a bit tough. So I'm just testing my carrots, and if it's not fully cooked, I'll just go ahead and cover my pot and allow the steam to just cook everything. So there you have it, nicely cooked pak choi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.